The year was 1954. With their sturdy, broken-down microphones, they were headed for greatness in the American West. Jack and Ron in the morning. If you don't laugh like this, you're probably normal.
The following entertainment special contains mature subject matter. Parents may consider some of the program content unsuitable for children. Parental discretion is advised.
It's the bad boys of radio. Here's Jack and Ron.
Welcome. I say welcome to your worst nightmare. Hey, it's Jack and Ron live at Othello's Italian Restaurant in Edmond, Oklahoma. They've got two locations, just so you know. They've got a location on Campus Corner in Norman and this one at 1 South Broadway in historic downtown Edmond, right here in downtown, right in the bowels of downtown Edmond. And it's Jack Dam Elliott, Ron Dam Williams. So much to cover today. We've got news of the I'll Be Damned. We've got the movie guy, Craig the movie. What's his name? Craig the movie? Roy the movie guy. Who's Craig the movie guy? We used to have a Craig the movie. We had a Craig named producer too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was quite the name. I mean, we'd get somebody and they get real hot and everybody try to take their name.
Yeah. Anyway, we got Roy the movie guy, news of the I'll Be Damned, dumbass joke of the day, so much more. And, of course, we want to thank Richard, the producer, who puts all this gear together and makes this happen each and every Monday at 12 noon Central Time, 1 o'clock Eastern. And we also want to thank the folks at Howard Harris Funeral Services. They do an incredible job of making your last journey, your final journey, the best journey of your life.
Oh, yeah. Now, they have a plan that will assure you that all of your personal requests and wishes will be carried out in detail, my friend.
Yep.
Give them a call. Call Audrey Howard Harris at 405-682-1883.
All right.
Don't worry. We'll give you that number later on as well.
And we'll also tell you more about Jack Attack, the Jack Attack cleaner for your vehicle. It's a Jack Attack Clean and Shine. You're going to love this stuff. It is the best.
I thought you were getting ready to rename it.
I did 3 vehicles over the weekend. I did 3 vehicles with this product over the weekend. Man, they look great, inside and out.
And again, all you had to do was give me a call, man. I would have been able to slide right over. And while you were in the move, just
keep going.
Like a line, man.
A body in motion tends to stay in motion.
Thank you.
So you get yourself this product. It will make your vehicle shine inside and out. It's Jack Attack Clean and Shine. Get it at shopjackattack.com. Shopjackattack.com. I guess we got to start off with Too Tough Trivia, and then we're going to do asinine trivia, and then we'll get to a whole bunch of insane stories.
All right, you should know this one. Each and every one of you should know this one.
Oh?
When it first came out, it was called Back Rub.
Back Rub.
What's it called now?
It was called Back Rub.
It was called Back Rub.
Vicks.
What is it called?
Is it called Vicks Vapor Rub? No.
I don't know.
No. See, you.
I'm not sure.
You're kind of cheating right now, but that's okay.
Probably something inappropriate.
No.
Okay, not for Jack and Ron.
No.
Something back rub. Back rub, I think, that's why I said Vicks Vapor Rub, because I know parents used to rub that stuff on the kid's back and whatever.
Oh, put it everywhere. My grandmother used to take a
Do you?
I did that to my son. Shove it right up his nose.
Finger, and she said, okay, now lick that off my finger.
Ooh.
And take that vapor rub. And I said, okay. And then she here and put some on my chest. And I kept saying, God, I hope I get well quick.
I want to do this routine again.
Jeez.
All right, so the answer will be given at the end of this podcast. About 55 minutes from right now, you'll get the answer to Too Tough Trivia.
Yes.
Because I don't know. Vicks Vapor Rub was my best shot, and that's not it.
Ben Gay?
But originally it was called Back Rub. Ben Gay. That's a good one.
Is that it?
Is that it?
Well, let's see. What should I say? Either no or either I'll let you know.
You'll let us know.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll let you know.
All right.
If it was
Very
gay,
well.
Ben Gay, I mean.
Ben Gay.
It was originally called Back Rub.
Back Rub.
Yeah.
But what made Ben Gay anyway? Same thing that made Cornell Wild. What? I don't know. All right, we got to get to asinine trivia. Are you guys ready for asinine trivia? And then we got some incredible stories to share with you. And if you've got friends who maybe have a Facebook page, you want to share it with them, share this program with them, like I'm about to do right now on my Facebook page. I'm sharing it even as we speak. It just got posted, ready to go. Do the same, won't you? Share the podcast. Also, by the way, we're on TikTok too, are we not?
Yes.
All right. Hey, you TikTokers, how the hell are you? Thanks for being a part of this maniacal insanity. Okay, asinine trivia. We ask Richard 3 questions. Questions so easy it's asinine. Here we go. Question 1. When your wiener is finally hot enough, what type of bun do you stick it in?
Hot dog.
You got it. You got it. I want to read that question again because
I
It's
figured
okay.
you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
when your wiener is finally hot enough, what type of bun do you stick it in? Come on. You got it. Hot
Yeah.
dog bun. All right.
Somebody's buns.
Question 2. Breadcrumbs are created from what product?
Bread.
You got it. Finally. Question number 3. This guy is so smart. Question 3. Name the 2 guys who have won more broadcast awards than any other broadcasters in Oklahoma.
Uh-huh.
Most recently, picking up the award for Best Radio Personalities in the country from the Radio's Got Talent Bureau. Oh, and who often smear sour cream on their buttocks just before dancing with a Taco Bell chalupa in their pants and a tiny marshmallow in each nostril. Oh, and who also performed the #1 video podcast in America.
Jack and Ron.
You got it. Ring that damn bell.
You guys are cute.
Make people happy, happy, happy. Oh,
I'm worried about them, though. All that crap, man.
my. Hey, you know, we were talking about last week, or 2 weeks ago, because we were off last week for spring break, about Jed Castle over at News 9 being moved off the morning weather anchoring position.
Yeah, he was on this morning, though.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Filling in for the, maybe she was on, what's her name?
Loops?
Lucy Lacey
Lacey
Swopes.
Lacey Swope.
Yeah, so anyway, maybe he was filling in. Maybe she's on spring break or whatever. All I know is they bumped him off that deal and put her in there and had him doing traffic updates. And then they bounced him again to be a on-the-road meteorological, I don't know, kind of probably more like, what do they call those? Storm chasers.
Yeah.
So that's the gig he's got.
Yeah,
And-
but you know, I feel bad because they have some storm chasers who've been out there for quite some time.
I know.
And the one thing I wouldn't want to do, I did it once before, a couple of times, and I hated it. I don't want to chase any storms at night.
No.
Don't want to do that.
Tough job.
Yes.
Tough job. Very scary, too. Frightening. You know, and then Cassie Hyder, she dumped. She got out of there. She was working as
Yeah,
meteorologist.
the blonde.
The blonde.
Yeah,
She was one of my favorites.
Yeah, mine as well.
Yeah.
Did you write her? Did you?
She's
send her
gone.
stuff?
She's in Dallas now, I believe. So we'll have to try to contact her there and see if we can get her on the air, get her on the show.
Yeah.
All I know is I've been told from a reliable source.
Who else is on?
Well,
Ice?
Dean is gone. You know, Dean retired.
Yeah.
I think Dean may have been asked to retire. You think? Because they put Toby Rowland in there. Well, I think Toby Rowland does a great job on the OU games. He's going to do all that? Be the Dean Blevins now of News 9 Sports?
I wonder how much Dean was making.
And then be moved out and then do the OU games too? That's a lot to take on. But I've been told, and I'll just share this with you and anybody watching, that over there at News 9, I'm told it's a very toxic work environment. That's
Really?
all I'm going to say. That was shared with me by someone in the know. All right, let's get to some other things here.
Jeez.
Yeah,
all
you
right.
know, we're sitting in a restaurant, and generally when you go to a restaurant, of course, we're here at Othello's Italian Restaurant each week, you know, you're expected to tip your server. They say the average tip now is 18.9%. Men tip a little more, they say, than women. Men tip around 19%, women about 18%.
Huh.
Believe it or not, millennials are the biggest tippers, and then Gen Z, and then Gen X, and then finally baby boomers, which I've always been a pretty fair tip. I'm usually 20 to 25% every time I go out. And if you can't tip, don't go out. It's just not fair to the server. Now get this. The highest tipping state is Delaware. Now, they say California gives the worst tips,
Really?
about 17%. However, in California, servers make $16.50 an hour. Here in Oklahoma, our servers make $2.13 an hour.
Why don't they get that straight? Well, you know, the government is doing so much sticking their nose in everyone's business. Why don't they go ahead and level that out?
Damn straight, Ron. I agree with you. Oh, by the way, the people that were asked, has tipping gotten out of control in the past 5 years? 71% of the people say, yeah, they think it's gone crazy. 7% of people never tip. Now get this. Where is that little note? The states with the largest share of customers who never tip, Ohio and Oklahoma.
Whoa,
Now, if you're going out to dinner and you're sitting down, excuse me, sitting down and a server comes and takes your order, server comes, gets your drink, server comes, brings you your food and all, you need to be tipping. That person is making $2.13 an hour. They live on tips.
And I'll
We
tell you
both have talked about this a million times.
and it will work for you. You know, when I'm out, you know, my date and I are out. She sort of taught me to be a real good tipper.
A good tipper.
Yeah, she says you're not going to embarrass me. I was like, okay, here. So at this point now, when we go to this restaurant that we go to quite often,
Mm-hmm.
The staff knows us, and they will kind of elbow each other.
Yeah, it's
aside
like
to
who
come
gets
over.
to take care of? Yeah,
that's right.
we
And-
run into the same deal because
Yeah.
we're always pretty, I'm pretty liberal with the tipping. We're pretty good about making sure the server is correctly compensated.
That is,
And if you do that and you go to a place semi-often, guess what? They're going to be begging to take care of you.
that's right. Now you're talking about taking care of you. Our 2 astronauts are back.
Wow.
Yeah, they're back.
They had 9 months of extra time up there, didn't they?
That's right. Yeah.
Wow.
Now, how much do you think they were paid? They're on a salary, by the way.
Oh, on a salary for when they're up there?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. You're going to have to tell me because I already know. I've read this story the other day.
$150,000.
150 grand.
Yeah. However,
That's what they were paid?
yeah, that's
Oh, for the whole
they're-
journey.
They're on a salary. So what that salary?
I
is
got you.
150. However, they also get for expenses $5 a day.
What could your expenses be in space? Everything's provided for you.
Yeah.
So they
well,
get an additional $5 a day.
yeah,
That's nice
which is $1,430 each
for the whole journey.
for the whole journey.
So they get
not,
105
Not even $2 grand.
Wow. So they get 105 grand, which is their base salary, plus
150.
150 grand,
Yeah.
and then they get another 1,400 as a stipend for
Yeah.
being in space all that time.
$5. Yeah, $5
Wow.
a day, and it's like,
That's not that much.
yeah, that's right.
No,
that's
it's
not
not.
that much.
Yeah.
To be
E-
stuck
even,
up
even
there.
if they don't have to like spend on transportation or food or anything, that's still like,
No, everything's taken care
that's
of.
like
but
OT.
how much
'Cause
tang
how,
do you
mu-
want?
how many months were they up there?
9.
Yeah.
That's wow.
And how much
Yeah.
tang do you want to drink?
Not that much.
Yeah, I know.
And how much is that food now? Were they up there just the 2 of them? There was someone else
Yeah.
up there with them.
No,
was
I
it?
thought it was just the 2 of
I
them.
thought there was
I
someone
think
else
there's
up there.
other. I thought there was someone else up there too.
Yeah, I think there
but I
was.
think they were only supposed to be there for.
They were only supposed to be there a couple weeks or a
Yeah.
month.
Yeah, because I remember
I'm not sure.
they saw them leave. And it's like, if these guys are leaving, why don't you send the guys that have been up here the longest? Why don't
Yeah.
you send them on? But they didn't do that. They made a big
Well,
deal.
we're
out
just
of it.
glad that they're back. And
Yeah.
I'm sure they're glad to be back. Here's something I found that I thought was interesting. A sorority girl in Georgia got arrested this month. Her name is Lily Stewart. She's 20. She's currently enrolled at the University of Georgia. A cop pulled her over March 8th for driving 79 miles an hour in a 55. And initially, he let her off with a warning. But then,
Mhm.
just a few minutes later, he caught her speeding again. This time,
Well,
she was going 84 in a 55.
what is her problem?
So instead of a ticket, they locked her up. Her mugshot went viral because she's about as good of a photo as you'd ever expect. Guys online started leaving comments, including some creepy ones. I've seen the.
I've seen that picture.
I've
too.
sthe picture.
They have the side
Yeah.
view and the
She's
full
pretty,
view. Yeah.
pretty nice.
Yeah.
The prosecutor ended up dropping the case over worries about her safety because so many guys were leaving creepy comments. But some of the funnier ones were like this. These are some of the comments that were left under her picture because, she's a college sorority girl. It said, somebody put, must have been a sale at Lululemon. That's why she was going so fast. Or she was trying to get that last pumpkin latte of the season. How about this one? Trying to get to brunch for bottomless mimosas. Finally, Your Honor, my client totally didn't see that sign. Speed limit sign. Yeah, right on.
Yeah. Work that as much as you can.
Try it.
Yeah.
Try it. But anyway, I thought that was good. And then we always talk about the lottery and how it'd be nice to win a big jackpot and so forth. And this woman in Texas is now having to deal with some legality issues. She hit the lottery last month.
Yeah.
$83 million. $83 million.
I remember that story,
but
man.
they still haven't paid her, and there's a chance they won't pay her because she bought the ticket through a courier app called Jackpocket. It's owned by the gambling site DraftKings. You heard of them.
Mm-hmm.
You pay through the app, and they send someone to go buy your ticket for you. Lawmakers in Texas have been moving to ban the app altogether, and apps like it as well, partly because the Texas state law says you have to pay cash for lotto tickets. Around 9% of tickets sold in the state are bought through one of those apps. State Senate recently passed a bill that would have banned them, but the House didn't pass it, so it never became law.
Well,
so as far as I'm concerned,
give her her money.
Yeah, give her her money.
Give her the bucks.
Yeah, what kind
Give her the money.
Before she takes that money and sues you.
the hell's wrong with Texas anyway?
Now, I'll tell you what. Now, a lot of strange things happen.
Ah.
And we fortunately catch most of them because they would slide past you. Did you know that they have done a study, you being abducted by aliens? There are some states where you stand a much greater chance of being abducted by aliens than others.
New Mexico.
Arizona.
One of those two. Those are my big. Those would be the guesses.
Oklahoma and Oregon.
I would no, not Oklahoma.
No, I would say Arizona and New Mexico.
I'm going to walk it back. The top four.
All right.
Oregon.
That's number 4.
Hey, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I said Oklahoma
Okay.
and Oregon.
Okay. Florida.
Florida.
Uh-huh. Washington.
The state of Washington?
That's right.
It doesn't seem likely.
Number one state where you are more likely to be abducted by aliens than any other, California.
Wow.
And
I can't believe New Mexico, which had kind of a hub.
And Arizona.
Yeah, and Arizona also.
So
those two states.
So
that
California must be off the chain as far.
But
as
we never hear about California or Washington or Oregon. We always hear about New Mexico and Arizona.
Well, they don't. I guess in California they don't think it's that weird.
Yeah,
It's
probably
just
pretty
it's just another
pretty every
Tuesday.
day. Yeah. I thought this was pretty interesting. There's a new idea that's kind of making the rounds for people. I guess it's primarily Generation Z, and it's been posted all over TikTok a million times. It's a way to quit your job. It's called revenge quitting. So what you do is you quit mid-shift during your job, doing whatever it is, really at the busiest time of the day, busiest time of the holiday season for that matter, or whatever. If it's tax time and you're working in a tax preparation office, right in the middle, right there in the guts of the most busy moment, you quit because you're pissed off, you don't like the working conditions, you don't like the overall attitude of management or whatever. So rather than turn in a 2-week notice, rather than do anything that, is suggested by job recruiters, you just freaking quit right there, pissed off, and walk out.
Well, hopefully you have another job lined up.
Yeah,
so,
no doubt.
You're not going to get any type of recommendation from
No.
them.
Revenge quitting is what it's called. So
Oh,
if you're
boy.
pissed off, quit right there in the middle of the busiest time of the day or week.
I know Jack and I had thought about doing that on more than one
Oh,
occasion.
my God, yeah.
Yeah, buddy. But we hung in there, and
Yep.
and fortunately for you and for us, things worked out fine until
Until they didn't.
2017.
That's
So
when
that-
The last 2017 in December. as a
that's when
matter
we
of
worked for, right on the cusp of 2018.
fact. Yep.
We were working for Cumulus, that organization that owns a bunch of radio stations. And we had done nothing but bring them massive amounts of revenue with gigantic ratings from the number one show in America, ours, the Jack and Ron Show. And then what do?
Oh,
They
yeah.
file bankruptcy and they start laying people off all over the country. I know Mary Berner, though, the person who was a CEO at the company at the time, she's still there knocking down a $10 or $20 million paycheck. They haven't cut that, have they? And then there was some guy named Bob Walker who worked overall in the, programming out of
Yeah.
the national
Yeah.
level. And he's the one, I think, that
Oh, he's the one that had his
the hatchet man.
the finger on the trigger.
Yeah.
And remember, you weren't at that meeting, but remember I told you about him. I said,
Yep.
there's something about him. I don't get a good feeling
Yeah.
at all about this. And everybody else was, oh, he's great. He's nice. He's
Yeah,
got
right.
these. I said, yeah, okay.
Well, they made a big mistake. Let's face it. They realize it now. On a local level, those guys will admit it, but they can't do so publicly because they're under the umbrella of the management people, the Bob Walkers and the Mary Burners and whoever else is tearing that company apart and ruining it. So, at any rate, the local guys totally understand that they blew it when they had to lay us off. Because, we even asked them, hey, what did we do wrong? What happened? Oh, no, you didn't do anything wrong. You did everything we asked. You've been a perfect gentleman. You've really worked your ass off. You've done this. You brought us great ratings and big money. And
lots of community, because we were involved in so many different community aspects for this for the area. But it's like, that's not quite enough, is it? It isn't, is it?
And what was really funny is because obviously some of these people that they kept on board with the company locally were people who were probably earning significantly less money, probably than us. And so they kept a bunch of people that just are average at best. Right. Anyway, they do miss us, I'm told.
One of these days we'll tell you the complete story.
Yeah.
Now we're just telling you the facts now, but we're not telling you what we thought and what we knew was going on and what was going to happen. And another time we will go ahead and do that, because we don't want the whole city to go at the same time.
Yeah, because more than likely most people would, send an email, a letter, make a phone call to the company and let them know how screwed up it was when they decided to lay us off, instead of some of the other lesser important personnel. Anyway, we got to get to some audio. Richard's loving this over there. He's going, damn.
Loving it. Damn.
We got to get to some audio. This is pretty interesting because, people are scammed all the time. Phone calls from people claiming their 20-year-old son is in jail in Mexico and this, that, and the other. We need money to get him. Well, scammers, Scammers in Washington, the state of Washington, are preying on owners whose pets have gone missing. They find out that somebody's got a missing pet. You see a poster board around the city or around the neighborhood, missing cat, missing dog. Well, anyway, they call the number on that flyer and pretend to be from a shelter, a pet shelter, and they say they need money right away for emergency care. They ask them to send the money digitally. And anyway, here is cat owner Justin Hills and Don Baxter, manager of field services of the Seattle Animal Shelter, talking about this scam. Listen to this.
They had done some research on me before they called. They knew my name, they knew my cat's name. He has been injured. He was hit by a car. He needs surgery. Do you want to go ahead with that surgery? And then they asked if I could Venmo them $2,800.
We would never ask somebody over the phone to make a payment. We're going to get that pet to a veterinarian and get it care and treatment, and then we'll work out how to get the pet back to the owner after that.
The back of my head is screaming, this is a scam, this is a scam. Your baby, your fur child is missing. I would do anything to get my baby boy back.
Seen that somebody's posted a picture of their cat or dog that it's missing. They use the phone number on the flyer to call and claim they're with the animal shelter and they need money for immediate care because their animal's been hit by a car or truck or whatever. And so they want you to Venmo them the money. That's just so one more scam, man.
That's cold.
One more.
Man.
That's really cold.
Yeah, and I got one of those. A relative was supposed to be in jail in Chicago, supposedly related to me.
Wow.
And they were asking for money, and I'm like, really? Really? Who is this?
Yeah.
Who's this now? Where do I live?
It's a great scam.
You've been here before? Oh, okay.
A lot of people fall for it, and that's unfortunate.
And I said, well, how much is it? $100. $100. See, I can tell this is not a real call, because if it was, I don't get up off of $100 for anything or anybody. And
usually it's going to be a little more than $100 anyway.
Oh yeah. And it's the main thing is you have to know enough about the people you're calling, and you have to if anything, get a female to go ahead and call, and start crying and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And
That always gets you.
right before you hang up in their face.
There you go. All right, we got to take a quick break. Remember, the commercials we run on our break, they're short, they're sweet, and the best damn commercials you'll ever see. We'll be back in just a flash. Hang on. It's a quick commercial break right now.
Hey, Al, I thought we were meeting at Othello's.
Hey, Jack, I am at Othello's.
Well, I'm looking around, and I don't see you. Well, wait, are you at Othello's in Edmond?
No, I'm at Othello's in Campus Corner in Norman.
Oh, great. Well, fortunately, both Othello's have great Italian food.
They sure do, and I'm having the baked ziti.
Ooh, I'm having chicken marsala.
Let's continue with the meeting.
Yeah, sure thing, over the phone, but I need one thing.
What's that?
Your credit card number, because you're buying. Othello's Italian Restaurant on Campus Corner in Norman and in downtown Edmond.
Hey Jack, BK, I need some wings. Are you guys up there?
Affirmative. Your backup is cloud-based. It's all on the cloud nowadays.
That's funny. But you guys have the wings?
Winger, Jack, winger. Winger. Hey, they had a couple of big hits back in the 80s, remember? Winger, big hair.
Great wings don't just fall from the sky. They come from Louie's, where we're preparing food fresh daily. Come try one of our great new sandwiches. Or wings with any of 7 delicious sauces. Louie's, we're in your neighborhood.
We've got this down to a science. Over. Yeah, we're just not up here winging it.
Hey, it's Jack Elliott with Al Ashbeck at Othello's in Norman, sitting at the original Table of Truth.
Hey, I've sat at this table of truth with Barry Switzer, Brett Musburger, Bobby Knight, and Mike Leach.
So give me the real truth. What's going on?
Othello's is back in Norman with the original recipes and the great service that has made it legendary.
So you mean the original Othello's in Norman is now operated by the same family that operates Edmond?
Get that right.
Al, you have any idea how big this news is going to be to everybody?
To tell you the truth, yeah.
Come be a part of the Othello's family here on Campus Corner and in downtown Edmond.
Well,
all right. It's great to know that we're doing the show at Othello's Italian Restaurant. Got to give them a good plug here. They allow us to come in here each and every Monday. The Othello's in historic downtown Edmond. Great Italian food. They've got great pizza, great lasagna, great pasta dishes. The food is outstanding. They open at 4 o'clock every day, 4 p.m. every afternoon. Come on over here and check out the dinner offerings. You are going to love Othello's. They also have a location on Campus Corner in Norman. You can check them out down there as well. Also got to say, thanks to the great folks with Howard Harris Funeral Services.
yes, indeed, providing elite service, professionalism, and distinction. And let me tell you something.
Uh-huh.
The ability to plan your final journey yourself with the pre-need funeral package is absolutely mind-boggling to me. How much peace of mind it can bring you. The plan will ensure that all of your personal requests and wishes will be carried out in detail.
Uh-huh.
And you can arrange exactly the type of service that you desire. And your personal statistical information can be on file with them. And it'll be of prime importance when funeral arrangements have been made. They got the stuff already there, ready to go. And pre-funding eliminates the stress associated with funeral payment.
Yeah.
You do not pay on this plan forever. It becomes paid up. So there you go. Now you don't even have that to worry about.
Right. It's all taken care of.
That's right.
Long before you check out.
That's right.
And that's why you need to check in with the folks at Howard Harris.
I like that. Check in before you check out. Hey, give Audrey Howard Harris a call. She's at your service. 405-682-1883. That's 405-682-1883. And they also offer will and estate planning. Do yourself a favor. That's Howard Harris Funeral Services.
You know, that's so cool because you can have yourself, if you're going to be buried with an open casket from, maybe at the wake or funeral or whatever, you can be dressed as a clown if you want. You can dress as a nun, whatever you want to do.
No, you can decorate that casket the way you want it
You
to.
could.
Man. Yeah.
And then you can have whatever music you want played. Maybe you want Frank Sinatra, James Brown, or maybe you just want the Macarena. You can do that with Howard Harris. Check it out. Also, check out Jack Attack Clean and Shine, the perfect product for your vehicle. Have you gone to shopjackattack.com? If you haven't, you're making the biggest mistake in your vehicle's life, because this vehicle cleaner will take care of your vehicle inside and out. I did all 3 of my vehicles this weekend. They look so good. It works on vinyl, leather, chrome, trim, whatever, and glass. And, of course, it makes the paint shine like you wouldn't believe. Check out Jack Attack. Clean and shine by going to shopjackattack.com. Oh, you want me to clean your paperwork?
No. You were already doing that.
Okay. I guess I spilled some. Sorry about that.
Hey, that tells you about it. It can't wait to get to work for you.
That's it. And it works, by the way, perfect on granite countertops. And what are those other quartz countertops, too? So check it out. All right, we got to get to some email, do we not? Is it email time? Yeah? Are we doing email or no?
I thought.
It says right there.
Yeah. Email.
Okay.
Email.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Huh.
Who's got the email? Oh, do you not?
No.
No email? Oh, okay.
But I will say this. What I do know is that Snow White was the #1 movie, but it was really weak. Only $43 million.
Wow.
And usually when you have a movie like Snow White,
is it a live action?
Great. Well, sort of a mixture.
Is it Disney?
Yeah.
Okay.
And usually something like that, something good for the entire family, and at the same time, during school being out,
right,
it would be more than $43 million, but it's just $43 million. That's a very weak, I think.
All right. Well, if we don't have email, I guess we got to get to Roy the movie guy. Is that right?
Roy the movie
guy.
Right.
Wait a minute.
What?
You know what? You know what I was thinking when why I did the movie thing?
No.
Because I'm thinking Roy the movie guy.
I was too for some reason. I was thinking Roy the movie guy, then email.
Yeah,
but the schedule has always had email and then Roy.
I saw the schedule, and I was like, okay.
Then I looked down and I was looking at Richard, and he had this look on his face like,
what's going on?
Ron's thoughts invaded my personal thoughts.
His thought was like, where the hell are we going with
What
this?
now? What now? So I guess it is time for Roy, correct?
No, it's time for me.
Yeah, it's
okay.
time for his email.
So we're going to do the email and then Roy.
Yeah,
all right.
It's not really an email. I've found myself doing a lot of this lately. It's my complaining, and it's something that really bothers me, and it's something that's going on in this country right now, where a lot of people are being taken up out of their homes, out of school, out of church, whatever the case may be, and they're being pulled together, put on a plane, and they're flown out of this country without any due process.
Wow, this sounds like Ron's rant.
Yeah, well, you know what? I need to put that down there. Ron's rant.
Ron's rant.
Yeah. And I look at that and I say, this is nothing at all what was promised as far as, the vetting is concerned. They have individuals who, one was employed at a university. The other was part of a soccer team and supposedly arrested because of a tattoo that he had on his arm, which was really the tattoo of one of his favorite teams. But at the same time now, they're gone. Nobody can get in touch with them.
Wow.
And I was watching an interview with the head of the individual who's doing this, and he says he doesn't care what a judge says or anything else. This is going to happen. He says, we're coming for you. And I'm saying, what? This sounds so familiar, folks.
Yeah.
Maybe was it 39, 40?
1939 Germany, kind of similar to that. Type of stuff.
Yeah, and they started, rounding people. What did I do? What did I do? You're coming with us. But what did I do? Nothing. And that sort of worries me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to do something like that, they need to be vetted properly, and you need to be able to ask and get an answer. Why are they being arrested? So far, you do that. You can't do that because you don't know a number of the names of those who were scooped up. Folks, just my thoughts on this, because I have my feelings about people being taken from where they were and taken to somewhere else a little bit earlier than 1939.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, people are people. You got to go ahead and give them that respect. And if you're going to have a law, make sure that the law is righteous, not I'm just grabbing you and there's nothing you can do about it because we're the law and we've got the guns.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, now it's time to get to Roy the movie guy because Roy is on.
Well, I think I've already told the main thing.
Well, let's see what Roy has to say about Cinderella. It's Cinderella, right?
Snow White.
Snow White. Well,
hey, this
whole
Roy.
segment has gone really well. Let's check in with Roy the movie guy. Hopefully he can save us.
Thank you, guys. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Now let's talk some box office numbers. and what's opening up this weekend at the box office. Coming in at number 5 was Novocaine with $3.8 million. Mickey 17 at number 4 with $3.9 million. Captain America Brave New World with $4.1 million. Black Bag at number 2 with $4.4 million. And your new number 1 movie, Snow White, with $43 million at the box office. Now let's talk about what's opening up this weekend at the box office. We have 4 titles to mention. The first one is called The Woman in the Yard, starring Daniela Didweiler, Russell Hornsby, Estella Cahija. Ramona becomes crippled by grief after her husband dies in a car accident, leaving her to care for her 2 children alone in her rural farmhouse. Her sadness soon turns to fear when a spectral woman in black appears on her front lawn, warning her today's the day. As the mysterious figure creeps closer and closer to the house, Ramona realizes she must protect her children from the evil woman who simply won't leave them alone. Rated PG-13 with a runtime of 1 hour and 25 minutes long. Up next, we have Death of a Unicorn, starring Jenna Ortega, Will Poulter, and Paul Rudd. When a man and his daughter accidentally hit and kill a unicorn with their car, his boss tries to exploit the creature's miraculous curative properties with horrific results. Rated R with a runtime of 1 hour and 48 minutes long. Up next, we have The Last Supper, starring Jamie Ward, Robert Knepper, and James Oliver Whitley. A group of disciples convenes before an impending betrayal. As they gather, hidden secrets and concealed motivations gradually come to light, setting the stage for conflict. Rated PG-13 with a runtime of 1 hour and 54 minutes long. And finally, we have A Working Man, starring Jason Statham, Eve Morrow, and David Harbour. Levon Cade left behind a decorated military career in the Black Ops to live a simple life of working construction. However, when human traffickers kidnap his boss's daughter, his search to bring her home uncovers a world of corruption far greater than he could ever imagined. Rated R, with a runtime of 1 hour and 56 minutes long. And that's a look at what's opening up this weekend at the box office. Back to you guys in the studio.
From time to time, bear with us. It's just a little buffering issue.
Yeah, and it buffered out one statement that I was making when I was doing Ron's rant.
Yeah.
Because of I was talking about be careful. They might be coming for you. They are sort of coming for everybody. You remember the Jackie Robinson award that was put up as far as the military is concerned because he did serve.
Right.
And they took the page down out of that. Okay, they've since put it back because so many people complain
right.
Why did you take Jackie
Why would you
Robinson?
take it down in the first place?
Yeah. And not only that, but remember the Red Tails.
Mm-hmm.
They are the Tuskegee Airmen.
Right.
And the most famous group that flew in World War II didn't lose one. I made my first money from betting when I bet on George. What I didn't
really
bet.
George...
I don't bet. I didn't bet on George. I bet against George when he fought Muhammad Ali.
Aha.
And
well, you made money then.
I made money, and he was the first guy I made money on. So here we go. So So thank you very much. Tiger Woods dating Donald Trump Jr.'s ex.
Oh, that started off weird.
Yeah. Why? Why is that? I guess now, I don't know. Tiger Woods, your love life is a circus, an absolute circus. Donald Trump Jr.'s ex.
Well, what's she look like?
She's a blonde.
Oh, okay.
I've seen her. Yeah, she's all right.
Yeah, I don't know why Donald got rid of her, or maybe she got rid of him. And finally, you want some adventures when you go on vacation, something like that. Well, cruiser ships are now the way to have adventure in case you go to certain parts, because they're having to turn off the lights now when in certain parts of the Asian Ocean because of pirates. Yes, I said pirates. They're out there. They'll come up. They see the lights, and they'll jump up and put their armor and firepower to work. So the only lights that are on once they close the curtains are the lights that are on the inside. They're definitely the inside of the cruise ships. So before you go, be sure and ask, hey, are we going anywhere near the Asian Ocean? will we be able to run the lights all the time before you go? That is your Hollywood update.
Sounds to me like it'd be pretty creepy to be accosted by these, what are they, Somalian pirates?
Yeah.
Well,
well, you see how big some of these cruise ships are.
You got 5,000 people on some of these cruise ships.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me they can't take on 20 guys coming at you? Well, and you would think they'd have enough security on the cruise ships
and enough
now.
radar to find out, well, something's coming. All right, unlock the armory over there.
There you go.
And, get that AK-47.
Arm all the passengers. Yeah. Let them take these guys. Let's get rid of these pirates once and for all.
And how they're going to get up there? You see how tall those ships are?
I know.
What are they going to do? Nobody's strong
They're
enough
gonna have
to throw
They have to launch them on a catapult.
No kidding.
All right, we got to get to some more audio before we run out of time here. Over the years, as we performed the #1 radio show in America, which we've talked about before, but as we did, we collected some outstanding radio commercials, and you have to crank it up and listen to this one very closely. A very classic Jack and Ron favorite. Check it out.
Oh, come on, Donna. Put it in your mouth.
What? Brian, it's so big.
I know, but for me. Go on, put it in your mouth. It's good for you.
Okay, I'll try.
Go on. Don't nibble it, Donna. Eat it.
Come on.
Brian, this is my first time.
Well, Donna, there's got to be a first time for everything.
I know, and you know I'd do anything for you.
Well, you say that. If you love me, you'd do it.
Okay, all right, here goes.
Go on. That's it. Now use both hands. Come on. Donna, it's dripping out the side of your mouth. Swallow it. See, that wasn't so bad, was it?
Oh, it was wonderful, Brian. And I didn't know a submarine sandwich could be so good.
A good submarine sandwich right there, man. Yeah, damn good submarine sandwich.
Yeah.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah.
Yummy.
She took that excuse. Okay.
Good stuff. All right. Oh, I know what we got to get to. Let me find my megaphone again and make this official. It is time for the dumbass joke of the day. We got 3 very cheesy jokes. We ask Ron to pick one of the cheesy jokes. So, yeah, once again, Ron gets to pick his cheese. The jokes today, #1, the sick husband. #2, Girl Scouts. I'm not Girl Scout. #2, girls' coffee time. #3, the businessmen. Okay, we got the sick husband, girls' coffee time, the businessmen.
The men outnumber the women on this particular choice, so I'm going with the sick husband.
All right.
He deserves some sympathy, I do believe.
Agreed.
Yeah.
A devoted wife had spent her lifetime taking care of her husband, and now he's been slipping in and out of a coma for several months, yet she stayed right there by his bedside every single day. When he came to his senses, he motioned for her to come close, and as she sat by him, he said, "You know what? You've been with me all through the bad times. When I got fired, you were there to support me. When my business failed, you were there.
Have mercy.
When I got shot, you were by my side. When we lost the house, you gave me support. When my health started failing, you were still by my side. You know what?" And she said, "What, dear?" He said, "I think you bring me bad luck."
Hey.
Hey. Oh. Yeah. I got another one I'll give you. What the hell? Why not? 2 girls are having coffee when one notices the other girl seems troubled. Girl seems to be a little troubled. And so her friend says, "Is something bugging you? You look anxious." She says, "Yeah, well, my boyfriend just lost all his money and life savings in the stock market." And the other girl says, "Oh, that's too bad. I'm sure you're feeling sorry for him." And she says, "Yeah, I am. He's really going to miss me." Oh. It happens.
Now you know.
The rest of the story. Finally, one last one for you. 2 businessmen are having lunch at a restaurant. They're discussing some important issues and enjoying a tasty meal. They're chatting and eating when all of a sudden a guy at another table just drops over. Just drops over. The waitress screams, "Does anyone know CPR?" One of those businessmen says, "I know the entire alphabet." And of course, everybody laughed. Well, everybody except that one guy. No! Yeah, okay, there you go. Huh. Well, how about it? Now it's time to move on.
Not bad.
To the next element in this #1 video podcast in America. Time for Tribond, where we give you 3 words. You got to come up with one word that works with the 3. 2 weeks ago, we gave you these 3 words: tissue, face, emotional. Did you guys get it? I can't remember. I'm looking to see if anybody online is.
Tissue.
Wipe.
Tissue, face, emotional. You
Wipe.
said wipe?
Paper.
No. Are you ready?
Am I close?
Listen, you've had 2 weeks to come up with the answer. We ain't got it yet. We gave you this
That's
one.
it for you, brother.
That's it.
We gave it to you on March 10th.
Joke
Okay.
out.
Tissue, face, emotional. The word is scar. Scar tissue, scar face, emotional scar. Ah. Isn't that cheesy?
Kind of, you know, that one kind of, you kind of
not making you happy with that one.
Yeah, you kind of reach for that one. I don't know.
Well, it works.
Especially that emotional part, that emotional scar.
It worked for me.
Yeah, well.
All right. It worked.
I noticed that you put everything up proudly.
It worked.
Here we go.
Yeah, it worked for me. Okay, we got one more for you. You'll have a whole 7 days to think about this one. Oh my God, this is so easy. A three-legged dog with no tail and an eye patch could get it. Come on. A monkey with no banana could get a chicken with no pecker will get this. Corn Doctor Sweet. Come on. Corn Doctor Sweet.
So like sweet, as in like a taste sweet, or like a room sweet.
Sweet.
Oh,
sweet.
I was thinking of cob at first, but
the word again. The 3 words. Corn Doctor Sweet. Write them down. Corn Doctor Sweet. You'll have a whole 7 days to think about it. We'll come back next week and give you an opportunity.
Pop.
Well, okay. Well, we'll think about it. We got to get to Too Tough Trivia and wrap this thing up with Too Tough Trivia question earlier asked right at the outset of the show.
Yes.
What was that question again?
I got it. It was originally. I know you do. It was originally called back rub. That's back rub. What's it called now?
Is it called Bengay?
I thought it was
called what?
Bengay.
Big Day.
Bengay.
No, Big Gay.
Ben
Ben Gay.
Gay?
Oh, Ben Gay? No.
And we kept asking, what made Ben gay?
You said Vapor Rub.
I said Vicks Vapor Rub.
Yeah.
I thought that would be.
Let me help you all out. It has nothing to do with any ointment that you put on your body.
And it was originally called Back Rub.
Back Rub.
Maybe it's a muscle stimulant machine or something.
Has nothing to do with that.
Damn.
Does it have to do with massages?
Nope.
Touches?
Back Rub.
Pleasure?
No. I guess kind of.
Was it a candy?
No.
No.
You could eat it?
No.
All right. Then what is the answer?
Google.
Google was originally called Back Rub.
That's weird.
That
and
is
they changed it.
way
I
weird.
believe it was.
There's some weird people though.
I think that was 1996. I believe it was 96 when they changed it from Back Rub to Google.
Interesting.
There
now you got me thinking, what
now-
does Google really mean?
Yeah, if you go back to the early 80s or any time before that, think about it. If you would have said, hey, did you Google it? You'd be, Google? What are you talking about? This sound nasty. But now we know if you Google, it's like, hey, I want to know about something in history. I want to know about this car. I want to see what the reviews are on this restaurant.
Coming up, did you back rub it?
Did you back? Yeah, that's true. Did you back rub it? What the hell kind of a term is that for?
Let me tell you, man. Remember back during those times when things were kind of real crazy. Remember things that we looked at that folks thought were kind of nuts, and maybe go back further when our parents thought some of the stuff we were doing or like with kind of nuts. So what can I tell you? Now it's our turn, I guess.
Well, we want to thank everybody for joining us today. Thanks so much for being a part of this, via whether it's on Facebook or TikTok. And, of course, the audio from this particular segment and show will be downloaded or uploaded, whatever you want to call it, on Wednesday on all those podcast sites like iHeartMedia Podcast, Apple Podcast, TuneIn, or where, I don't know what they all are, but there's a whole ass load of them. Also want to mention the fact that we've got Jack Attack Clean and Shine, perfect product for your vehicle. This is the product you need. Have you gone to shopjackattack.com? If you haven't gone to shopjackattack.com, you're going to have problems with me. You're in trouble. Now go, and I'm telling you what, this product, I'm not kidding. I think people thought I was joking when I said this product really is the best product for your vehicle. They're thinking I'm pulling some kind of a fast one. Oh, it really is. I worked with a group of people at Biotech in Oklahoma City to come up with this product. It's excellent. It'll do your car inside and out. Check it out. Meanwhile, we also have to thank the folks at Howard Harris Funeral Services.
That is correct, my friend. Remember this phone number, won't you?
All right.
405-682-1883. That's the phone number for Audrey Howard Harris. She is the one who can take care of you, your will and estate planning. And they can make your wishes come true as far as your final journey, my friend. Why take a chance on hassles at home, hassles with the family, or anything like that? You can take care of it at Howard Harris Funeral Services. Give Audrey Howard Harris a call today.
Very good. Also got to thank the folks right here at Othello's Italian Restaurant. They've got a location on Campus Corner in Norman, and this one right here in the heart of downtown Edmond. Great Italian food. They open every day, 7 days a week at 4 p.m. You are going to love it. Also, thanks to Richard for setting all this gear up and doing the producer's job, the executive producer of the show. Richard does a great job. And thanks to you for putting up with our crap each and every day, or each and every Monday.
Yeah.
What
a way to start the week, huh?
I know, man. It's kind of a painful way to start the week, but we try to ease you through that pain. Anyhow, we got to get out of here. Remember, when you go out to do what you do, do it like Jack and Ron. Be the best. I mean, like Jack and Ron, damn it. Be the very best at what you do. Like Jack and Ron, go out there, give it 110, 120, 130% effort. Like Jack and Ron, go out there, give it hell.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Good day.